Any questions for Head Coach Jared Bednar? Start calling, go ahead.
Coach, just you guys came out with a lot of energy and then kind of went in that second period where it was less and then kind of picked back up in the third. What can you say about that?
Yeah, well, that's exactly right. I love the start to the game. I thought we had, I would bet 5 or 6 like really good looks early in the game, maybe first 5-6 minutes, all alone on the goalie making some big saves for them. So you still 0-0, which would have been nice to get a lead there. I liked our first. I thought we kind of started dwindling already at the end of the first with our checking game, because when they got the power play and then we were giving up some chances that I felt like normally we'd be checking the puck back in some of those situations, and that's what we stopped doing in the second. Like, it starts with winning races, winning battles, and competing defensively, and I didn't think we did that. Like, we didn't take the puck away from them enough tonight in the second period. And then we got super competitive in the third, and I really liked our third period. So, I mean, we don't play a complete game. And I would bet they outchanced us. I liked some of the quality chances we got, but on a total, I think they outchanced us with the numbers. So evenly played game probably, even first. They beat us in the second. I thought we were better in the third. But you got to play a full 60 if you want to win. It's just that simple. So we weren't quite there tonight.
Jesse?
I know you just said that you liked the way the team played in the third, but that response specifically to the Matthews goal, it seems like that's been a little bit of a secret for you guys this year to bounce back in those moments.
Yeah, well, that was a hard work, determined shift. Got to the inside, put the puck, like win a forecheck. There's a lot of things you look at that, and that's what we were doing at the start of the game. It was relatively, predictable puck movement for us. Like, it was D to D and up and let's go. And we just it was slower in the second, but part of that was because we never checked the puck back in our zone to be able to go with any energy, right? So, but yeah, you definitely like the response. Mac and those guys went out on the ice. They had a great shift and got that goal back, which was big. I think you don't play your best against a team that's playing their best. You get a point. You got to be. I think part of me is like we're fortunate to get that point.
Bailey?
Your top guys ended last game with 0 points and they combined for 7 tonight. I don't know if I'd call it a wake-up call because it seemed like they had some good chances against Columbus, but what was the switch that kind of flips for them in today's game?
Well, it had to be good. You're playing like their top 6 guys, especially, and they juggle them around a little bit. They were really good, so it's kind of what the game requires, right? And those guys don't get left off the sheet very often, and when they do, you need that response, and they're all determined guys and been focused all year. So, they could have, again, it's hard to be too critical of our team because of some of the chances that we got in the first period. I thought we deserved to be up in that game, and then they flipped the switch a little bit in the second and took it to us, but yeah, the top guys were good. At least on the offensive side of it tonight, they were heavily involved.
Kyle and Eric?
A little bit of emotional roller coaster there at the end. I know you said incomplete game, but you get that equalizer in the third, and then the OT. It looked like McKinnon had won it there for a second.
Yeah.
What was your view from the bench on that?
Well, I didn't get one, except a live one, and I thought it went in. So did a bunch of our bench. And thank God they recognized quick enough to keep playing to kind of shut down that next rush attack as they were leaving with numbers, right? We get a couple good, deep net drives and take it across. Just couldn't quite find it in overtime, and then we lose it and they take off on us. So it was kind of back and forth, evenly played overtime too, but they capitalized on their big chance and we didn't.
Last two, Eric, then Megan.
Marty Natchez specifically, how would you assess his game tonight?
I liked him tonight. I thought he was good tonight. He's making plays. I thought Marty played in traffic tonight, and there was a physicality to his game, especially with the puck, that you need. Like, he had guys on him, he kept fighting for pucks and coming up with some loose pucks, and then he obviously made some nice plays, like that one save on I think it was McKinnon to Marty in the third period, earlier in the third period, right, on the one-timer. Goalie gets over there, but he was showing up all over in our scoring chances.
Finish with Megan.
How have you seen the chemistry unfold between McKinnon and Brock Nelson on the power play specifically?
Yeah, well, it's still a work in progress, They get a big goal for us tonight. Nelly's playing really good hockey right now. He looks comfortable. Those guys are moving around a little bit, as part of the plan. And that was a great spot that Nelly found, and a real quick pass and play from Mac to slip it into him, and even a better shot, So I like when I see things like that, because it's something they've been working on and something we've been working on the power play, and it's starting to chip in here a little bit, and that's really important. So we'll see how that all evolves.
Thanks, Sheriff.
Yeah, thank you.
Momentum shifts, I guess, just how did you see that one play out from your perspective?
Yeah, I felt like we started good in the first, and then just in the second kind of let them control the game a little bit in our end. Just didn't really seem like we were quick on pucks at times. We still generated a little bit, but we were able to find it back in the third there. And then, just, again, like you said, back and forth game. And,
How would you assess overtime?
Yeah, it was good. We had a couple chances. Fortunately, just tough luck on a couple of them. And, again, you got to find ways to not have odd man rushes like that in overtime, because those ones are going to kill you. So, especially with skilled guys like that. So, it's a tough one. Just kind of a wobbly saucer pass over and try to get a stick over there, but made a good play on it.
I'm sure you're probably not thinking about it right now, but that was a heck of a play that Marty made before your goal.
Yeah, it was a great pass by him. I think that's when we're our best dynamic in the O-zone. Burnsy and I are kind of rolling around up top, and then still being responsible, but then finding those seams and opening them up. So great pass by Marty, and he started it for us tonight.
That second period was a little bit kind of off, so what was said between the second and third to kind of rally you guys back up?
Yeah, honestly, with this group, I just don't think much needs to be said. I think, obviously, in here we had a little bit of a chat in terms of, we know we got a little bit better in us. Felt like we had our legs at times again, like I said, in the third. Just overall couldn't capitalize on a couple chances, and we gave them a couple great A's, and they were able to capitalize. So that's just the way it goes. They got some skilled guys over there, and we're going to continue to see teams like that down the stretch where they have skilled guys that are going to expose us like that when we make little mistakes. So got to clean them up a little bit.
McKinnon shot earlier in overtime looked like he got the inside of the post. In real time, did you think that was in when it was over with?
Yeah, I thought it was in. I thought I heard like the kind of the meshes up top on the top corner, so I thought it was in, and then luckily I turned around and saw that they were coming up the ice. So a little bit of lucky play, but unfortunate bounce there. Marty makes a great play over to Nate, and
The win streak. Go ahead.
It's been a lot of hockey games the last 8 or 9 days. Is it nice to have these next 3 days off?
Yeah, it's good. We got to use it, refuel, recharge here, and it's only going to get busier obviously before the break, and then after the break it's going to be a gauntlet. So got to just mentally prepare ourselves for what's to come, but definitely take advantage of the couple days here.
The win streak comes to an end, but you guys still remain undefeated on home ice in regulation. And do you take pride in knowing that this team was able to push it to overtime when you were down at times?
For sure. Yeah, I think this was a really attainable game for us at times, and that's kind of why it's a little bit of a hard one right now. I felt like we had our opportunities to do better things and allow ourselves to put ourselves a little bit more in a successful position, especially on the power play. A couple late chances there, so we got to be a little crisper with that and make sure that we can clean those things up. But overall, just learn from it and move on.
Last one's for Cale.
Penalty kill looked great tonight too.
Yeah, I think everybody's really coordinated, moving well together. I think everybody's really committed on the penalty kill, and that's what makes a good kill. Everybody communicates, or they're all on the same page, so it's fun right now.
Thanks, Cal.
Thanks.
Starts for you, I guess. Just what does that vote of confidence mean from the organization for you?
Yeah, for sure. I only have a handful of games, and to get 2 in a row, especially against a great team like Toronto, it feels good to get that vote of confidence for sure.
And just from your perspective, what did you see out there in this one tonight?
Yeah, I mean, they're a very skilled team, as are we. I think it was a great game, and unfortunately, we came out on the wrong side.
From your angle, what happened there in overtime at the end?
They just made a play, and I needed to make the save, and I didn't.
How easy does this team make it to play behind, just as a goaltender coming in, playing your first couple games this season, but just jumping in?
Yeah, for sure. Myself, Wedgie, and Blackie, I think we're pretty lucky to get this opportunity to play every night behind a great roster, and I think it's a great year looking ahead from here.
Can they help settle you down in a game like this where you are facing guys like William Nylander, Austin Matthews, high-skilled guys like that?
For sure. I would say we're never out of it at any point with our team. Skill, work, I think we're always going to have a chance.
Jared this morning talked about the relationship that the three of you all have, saying that Scott Wedgwood in particular has a good relationship with you. What is that relationship like?
Yeah, we like to pick on each other and have fun and joke around like we're brothers. So it's been fun every day coming to the rink here and just getting to experience it has been a blast.
Trent, what was your view from the other end of the ice on McKinnon's shot there? 2 minutes before the game ended. I mean, Ballerina thought it was in. Obviously, it wasn't. But what did you see?
Yeah, it was a great shot. I thought it was in too. To be honest with you, I couldn't tell from where I was. But no, Nate's an unreal player, and any shot Ace has a good chance of going in.
And how would you assess your play tonight? I mean, first 2 goals, obviously deflection, breakaway. What do you think about your play?
I was okay. I think I had moments where I was good, and I think there was ones I'd want to have back too. So I think just take away some things and learn and move on from it.
What was the secret on that first penalty kill? It seemed like you were seeing everything up close and from distance.
I think guys had everyone marked and tied up, and it was able just to be a one-on-one shot, and there wasn't no other options. It was just a pretty straightforward penalty kill, and I thought everyone did a great job on it.
Thank you so much.